Life's great when you're winning, isn't it? That's how it seems for the Bills these days, considering they've won 3 of their last 4 games, and the celebrations are coming out. Following their dominant win over the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Bills duo of Josh Allen and Jordan Phillips got some dirty dancing treatment for their fantastic little TD celebration. Let's look at that and some other funny touchdown celebrations in the NFL. Starting with the dirty dancing treatment for Josh and Jordan. The Bills were extremely good in their 38-3 win over the Steelers, and when things are going great, they go a little too well, don't they? From scuffling at the training camp, Josh Allen and Jordan Phillips had the time of their life with that epic celebration. Ah, what a time to be a Bills fan, huh? Gabe Davis scored the second touchdown of the game, and with the Bills looking great, Allen ran off the field in what would prove to be an adorable moment. Jordan Phillips rushed towards Allen, and we can't lie, what happened next was too perfect to be a coincidence. Phillips comfortably lifted Allen off the ground in the best dirty dancing way possible, and Kristen Kimmick, the Bills Mafia Babes founder, was on hand to capture that fantastic moment on video. She immediately shared it on Twitter, and it wasn't long before someone dubbed the audio and added the Time of My Life music over the video. It was the perfect recreation of that amazing scene when Johnny lifts baby. Ah, glorious. And that's why we think it was too perfect to be a coincidence. So our guess is that either Josh and Jordan have been spending a little too much time following their scuffle, or maybe it was just a fight between the two lovebirds. Or maybe a simpler explanation: the Bills rewatched the film as part of team bonding. Moving on, maybe Allen needed a bit of a lift. Don't know why that's funny? We got your back yet again. This season, Josh Allen has probably been the best quarterback in the league. He's got 1,876 yards this season, out of which 1,651 are for passing and a solid 225 for rushing. And can you imagine that this adds up to more total yards than 25 other teams? That's crazy, but it also makes sense that maybe after all that effort, he needed a bit of a lift. In fact, it gets crazier because the Chicago Bears, in contrast, have played 6 games and they've got fewer yards than Allen. And the next team that Allen and the Bills will play is the Kansas City Chiefs, who've got almost as many total yards as a team as Allen, even though they're led by the brilliant Patrick Mahomes. So yeah, it's totally fine if Allen's got some players lifting him up now and then. Plus, he deserves to blow off a bit of steam after that monstrous performance against the Steelers. You don't win the AFC Offensive Player of the Week award for nothing. In fact, he probably produced the performance of the season so far, as he completed 21 of his 31 passes for a career-high 424 yards, with the highlight being that fantastic 98-yard touchdown to Gabe Davis, which produced that special celebration moment. Up next, a look at some funny touchdown celebrations. Can't get enough of the Josh Allen and Jordan Phillips celebration? Well, here's a list of 10 other fantastic touchdown celebrations, which aren't only hilarious, but also super iconic. First up, number 10, Terrell Owens' Ray Lewis dance. Terrell Owens scored a touchdown against the Ravens in Philly, and while it was a pretty decent moment on its own, he made it a little more fun with what he did next. He broke into, let us say this with a bit of an emphasis, an excellent rendition of the Ray Lewis dance, and the entire crowd loved it, apart from a few Ravens fans, of course. But what we love the most about this celebration is the fact that this was definitely choreographed, and we can't help but think about the time he probably spent perfecting it. After that, at number 9, Johnny Morton's worm. Johnny Morton was at his best when he played for the Lions, but we like the Morton who played for the Chiefs because he was super funny. After catching a lovely pass, Morton ran through clear and scored the touchdown, and as the crowd erupted with cheers, he broke into a worm dance on the line. It's absolutely hilarious to watch and remains the highlight of his short but extremely memorable career with the Chiefs. Next at number 8, the Ickey Shuffle. Ickey Woods had one of the toughest careers in the NFL, and it was cut short by injuries. It's a sad story considering the bags of potential he had, but the Bengals fullback put a massive smile on our faces when he burst onto the scene with that powerful running style. It got even better when he added that fantastic Ickey Shuffle, which by the way has been trademarked now, to his celebration, and as Dick Enberg would put it, it was quite infectious. Hell, it's still infectious after all these years, and we love watching it and doing it. Also at number 7, Chad Johnson's Please Don't Find Me. Chad Ochocinco comes across as a player who we'd love to buy a drink for. While all the celebrations are hilarious, we'll never forget the amusing imitation of Tiger Woods from Chad Ochocinco and his Please Don't Find Me sign along with it. In fact, the touchdown wasn't too bad either, but all things considered, Chad gave us some glorious moments, and we won't forget the way his grand celebrations were. At number 6, Chad Johnson's River Dance. Is Chad making the list again? We're not surprised. Chad Johnson scored a memorable touchdown against the Bears in Chicago, and he immediately busted out the fantastic River Dance. It's extra funny because Johnson's got Irish roots, and the music in the video makes it a superb watch. We almost always end up watching this one on repeat. Making the top 5, Deshaun Jackson messes up. Okay, technically this one isn't a touchdown celebration, but you'll know why this deserves to be on the list. Playing against Dallas, Jackson was through and it was a nailed-on touchdown until he dropped the ball before the end zone. It gets worse because he didn't even notice his mistake and jumped into a celebration with his teammates. Credit to Jackson, the celebration was definitely funny, but the crowd laughed more at him when they realized it wasn't wasn't an official touchdown and was ruled out by the officials. Incredible. Then at number 4, Randy Moss moons everyone. Randy Moss should send a Christmas card to Joe Buck every year for making this celebration so much more iconic. Not to mention, Moss had to take a $10,000 fine for this celebration, but we'd argue it was worth it. After scoring a second touchdown, Moss faked a moon towards the Packers crowd, and it remains one of the most hilarious moments in the sport. Buck, though, absolutely lost it and called the act disgusting. It wasn't even actually mooning. Into the top 3, Terrell Owens eating popcorn. The man, the myth, the legend. He's known for his superb celebrations, but which one is your favorite? For us, Owens eating popcorn will always be one of the best ones ever. It's also very hilarious because of the way he yells, "Get your popcorn ready." It's even become somewhat of a reference now. Some would say that Dancing with the Cheerleaders was better, but to each their own, huh? We love the way he just pours all the popcorn onto his face, and that picture will go down in NFL history, if it hasn't already. Terrell Owens will too, not only for his quality, but for all his memorable celebrations. Number 2 on the list, Steve Smith rowing the boat. Okay, this one might not be the funniest for everyone, especially not the Vikings fans, but we love it and we think it's extremely hilarious. If not for Chad stealing the show with the proposal, this could have been number 1. So, after scoring a touchdown, Steve Smith went into the end zone and celebrated by pretending to row a boat. And this happened during the time of the love boat scandal of the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota fans hated it, of course, but this one will definitely be an all-timer celebration. Finally, at number 1, Chad Johnson's proposal. Nothing compares to this. And the best part is that the proposal was actually accepted. If it wasn't, we'd think it would have been second best, but thanks to Daphne being such a good sport, it's first. So, after scoring the touchdown, Johnson rushes to the cheerleader and gets down on one knee and proposes. As we already know, she accepts, and why wouldn't she? We're not sure how the date went, but it was an extremely funny celebration and is perched at the top for obvious reasons. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these touchdown celebrations is your favorite? And did we miss out on any other funnier TD celebrations? Let us know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.